Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DND404. I am your DM, Tony, and joined with me today are the other three bags of chips in my pantry. Fellas, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, starting with the crispy Jared.
Armos checking in here. Man, I think barbecue flavored chips are definitely my way to go. I love them. Dan, what about you, bud?
For me, Dan, I play Minnis Pebble Walker of the Ivory Boulders. It would probably be the cheddar and sour cream.
I do love cheddar and sour cream chips, actually.
Those ruffles, man. Those ruffles are so good.
My name is Alec. I play Drell of the Ashbourne, a.k.a. Drell of the Jazzborn. And I just love salt and vinegar chips. They're just delicious.
Oh, can't stand those, though.
No,
kettle cooked salt and vinegar chips. Just
big old no on that.
No vinegar.
Dude, my favorite is salt and black pepper chips. Oh,
those
man.
are great too.
That's solid.
Those are great
Really
too.
good. Really
Kettle
good.
cooked salt and black pepper.
Yes, sir. And you know the deal. Before we get into the recap, we got to do the rundown. And today's rundown is brought to you by Jared. Jared, why don't you go ahead and give us the rundown?
Yeah, definitely gonna run this down for you. Make sure to follow us on Instagram. Instagram is the place to be, and it's DND Pod 404. That's DND POD 404. The latest things on there, by the way, great stuff that I believe Tony and Dan created, which is where they turned D&D characters into Pokemon.
We got
Wonderful
the memes, baby. We got the memes.
They are wonderful.
They're original, too. They're like legit, like
We made them.
Photoshops.
We created them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Of
Yeah, so if you
their
see them anywhere
arses.
else, people are stealing our content.
And, we try to watermark it, but also if you can go on there and just give us some love, let us know how we're doing. That'd be fantastic. D&D 404. D&D Pod 404. Look at me, I'm messing it up. Don't you mess it up. Be there, be square.
Woo! And now it's time for the recap. In our last session, our heroes made it to the Lucius Farm and Vineyard, a beautiful landscape, a gorgeous landscape filled with tapestry, many different biomes and environs, a place for all to visit and enjoy while feeding all of South Trillis. The Bloodshot bandits decided to investigate the Ice Brew Vineyards, and after talking to a murderous goat, making drunk friends, and blackmailing a poor ticket salesman, the Bloodshot bandits discovered some rumors about this place. Red grapes have been seen somewhere within the mines. A giant lake monster has supposedly been snatching people up at night, and the local mascot just passed away. Very sad. But after nabbing a room at the lakeside view, Minnis and Armos watched in horror as myth became legend. The lake monster is real and has just pulled Drell into the water alongside with his cool new shades. Bard, play that intro and let's get on with the show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the world of Humbrea, featuring 3 first-time adventurers and 1 very patient DM. This is D&D 404.
We enter this grandiose suite by the lake, right? I think the first thing Minnis does is he pops open the mini ice box and gets a cold one. Oh my god, Armos! Armos, look at all the ale! Oh, this place is amazing!
Look around, check out, claim a room real quick, and then just take a look at the sight out the window to make sure that we're here on a mission before I start getting distracted by all this wonderful ale around.
Minnis pops up with his ale, sits on the windowsill with Armos. All right, where's Drell out here? Do you see him?
Pass me one of them brewskis, Minnis. Why don't you go ahead and pass me one of them blueberry ales, you know what I'm saying?
Hey-o, and I just, behind the back, throw it to him.
And it's the size of Reginald because he is a rabbit, and he tumbles over and he goes, oh, this is what I'm talking about. And he starts to sip from the ale.
All right, Armos, you see our big guy? Where is this guy? Oh, wait, I think I see him. Hey, Drell! Hey, Drell up here! Hey! I start waving at Drell.
Drell just looks around. Wait, I guess have I been grabbed yet?
As you hear Minnis waving down towards you, you go to look up with your sunglasses on and...
Hey, what's up?
As you wave back, that's when this large octopus-like tentacle slaps into the air and grapples you and drags you off the ledge and is now flailing you off the dock.
I'll just yell up to Armos, aren't you glad I made you pay for the room?
Whoop.
Drell is suspended in the middle of the water with this giant tentacle coming out. As you guys peer over to see what's going on and get a better grasp of the situation, you see rising from the water there are several more tentacles and a large head of a squid. The large head of the squid skin looks very decrepit, it looks pale, it looks sickly, and you see this one large eye surface from the water as it looks at Drell, flailing him around as the other tentacles soon start to grab other tourists, and you hear the screams of citizens and vacationers running away from the side as some of them are starting to get grabbed. And out into the water, you see this colossal squid.
Oh my god, what the dude, this thing is ugly as fuck and it smells like shit.
As bubbles start to rise from the water. And if you zoom in on Roll20, you will see that this thing is to scale as you are currently being held by its tentacle.
When we asked around, no one saw this thing. This thing is a good 1/10 of the giant step.
I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Okay, I got this.
Sure.
I got an 11.
How do we always roll the same, Drell? I also got an 11.
And this wants to be like me.
I got a 3.
I got a 7 on my second 1 minutes.
I got a 9, so I go before Drell on 12.
So, where you guys are, Minnis and Armos, you are actually a good distance away.
Clearly.
If you just sprinted from your tavern to the edge of the dock where Drell was, it's going to take you 2 full dash actions to get there. This giant squid monster is like kind of close to the city, but he is fully submerged in the water and he's holding Drell. Drell, you do have whatever can fit in your pockets, like because you didn't like unequipped anything, so you have your weapons on you, but like you just have like you don't have any like adventuring gear, if that makes sense. You just have what you would keep on your belt, like your essential items. We're gonna start this initiative at 12 minutes.
Oh my god.
You are watching your friend being flailed around by this very weird looking giant squid as people start to flee from the dockside.
Oh, Drell, hi! Drell, no! Look out! I guess I suppose, so where I am, do I need to jump down or are there stairs to get like down the docks?
So where he was by the docks, he's actually like elevated. He was elevated at the time. It overlooks the water. It's not like he went downstairs. It's like a pier that overlooks the large lake that you could go downstairs there to make it to where like boats are.
Guys, help. I'm wiggling back and forth.
Minnis is freaking out, so he's going to take his full dash action to start going towards the docks.
We're going to go to initiative 11. Drell, you are being flailed and flung across as this thing is wriggling above the waterline. As it seems preoccupied with doing multiple things at the same time.
I've thought about this for a very long time. I had it all week. Think about this.
Okay.
I would like to grab from my belt the horn of safe sailing.
No way.
And I would like to blow it.
No way. I forgot all of
It is on his belt. That's true.
Where'd you get that item, by the way? Just refresh some of the listeners.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Arc 1.
When
we were in the cave, Drell was searching a wrecked ship, and I found the Horn of Safe Sailing, which, for those who weren't listening at the time, the Horn of Safe Sailing provides protection from water-based creatures for up to 6 hours. If the user is on a boat, the horn will protect the ship from attacks from water-based creatures for the duration until the user leaves. If the user blows a horn while not on the ship, only the immediate effect will take place. So it's just like, it just protects for the 6 hours. It says any water creature with less than 5 intelligence instantly flees within 300 feet. If the user is in water, creatures with under 10 intelligence will make a con saving throw. DC 12 fails, and it takes 2d8 damage.
Okay.
Does it have an intelligence less than 10?
It does.
Okay, then it has to make a con saving throw of a DC 12.
You go ahead and you blow this horn. It goes, and it sounds like a huge foghorn as this thing starts to react. It starts to wiggle towards it. It happened to succeed, and it does take half damage. Go ahead and roll me 2d8, please.
An 11, so half of that is 6 or 5?
Rounds down, right? As you blow the horn, it starts to wriggle and react, and it starts to move sporadically in its location. It starts to swim around. So it's reacting to this horn, but you don't know if it started to come or go as it starts to now whip you around, as it starts to lunge some of the other people that were grabbed on by its tentacle.
Oh my god, I shouldn't have had those potato skins. Made me sick.
We're gonna move to Initiative 5, which is the Octoboy's turn. The Octoboy is reacting to the horn as it doesn't like what it just heard and starts to swim around and move sporadically. Minnis and Armos, you are seeing massive waves in the water as the people start to retreat back, and you start to see some guards come to the edge of the dock where Drell just was, and you see that they start to shoot some arrows towards it. You notice that the arrows aren't the most effective against it. It's just like little thumbtacks on a giant's foot. It's going to squeeze on you. Drell, go ahead and make me a strength saving throw, please.
Good thing I'm super strong.
Tested strength check.
It's a dirty 20.
Ooh, you win ties. As this thing begins to tighten up, and you could feel it squeezing on you, but you just like flex so hard that you're just resisting it back.
I yelled at Minnis, I told you, it's all about the glutes.
I'm coming, buddy. My glutes are tight.
We're gonna move to Initiative 3, Armos.
So I'm still in the room looking out the window, just in absolute disbelief. So from the 4th floor that we're in, and there's a balcony, I'm assuming, is the monster within 300 feet of me?
Yes. Yes, because of it. So he's a little bit further away than 300 feet. I would actually say 500 feet, but given the size of this thing, you could target it.
Then I'll try to shoot with Eldritch Blast, and I'm gonna try to shoot the bottom portion of the tentacle that is kind of whipping Drell around, because I'm assuming it's got like a center of mass that it, you know what I mean, that it's whipping around as opposed to just utterly flailing all over the place.
Armos, I swear to God, if you hit me.
If you get a nat 1, you're hitting Drell.
I've never wanted to roll a nat one in my entire life. All right, here we go. I got a dirty 20.
Oh, I guess that'll hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right, so then it was 4 damage for the first one. I don't know why. 15.
That hits.
Woo!
Big giant octopus ain't that hard to hit, right?
4 damage again, and he gets hit back. Bah, bah.
You shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts from your room. As the people look over and they see there's more aid, you see that there's more aids assisting the guards as they shoot at it.
After casting my spell, I want to move 30 feet down the stairs and start trying to head down to the docks.
I thought you just stay in the room the whole time. So you go ahead, you hit him with the double tap, and you make a break for the emergency staircase as you go to head outside. We're going to go ahead and move to Initiative 12. Minnis, you are currently making a dash action as you bust outside, and you are now making your way towards the dock. What are you doing?
Oh, so many things, hopefully. So am I, now that I'm dashing, I'm kind of on ground level. Am I within 150 feet of this thing?
Yes, when you make your normal movement, you will be within 150 feet from its like giant mass. It's so big that you'll be able to shoot things at.
Right, so I move 25 feet forward, kind of surveying the situation, and the first thing I do is I take a bead off my necklace and I go, Drell, it's gonna be okay, and I launch a fireball at this octopus.
Oh my God, please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
It's gonna be fine.
What the is that not what I think it is? Fuck.
It's exactly what you think it is.
You launch this fireball Now has to make a dexterity saving throw, right?
That's correct. DC 15.
Oh, this thing, it fails.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for damage, my dude.
Takes 27 fire damage.
You hear this guttural bubbles from the ocean as you hit this thing with the fireball as it starts to flail, and you're attacking the tentacle that's holding Drell, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I assume I attack its whole body.
Yeah, its tentacles are the only thing that's sticking out of the water.
Right.
It's gonna go ahead and use a legendary action.
You motherfucker! You're lying.
It's going.
I hate this.
It's going to ink.
Ew. That is fucking gross.
Out of pain, it squeals, and you hear this bubbles, and it goes. And this black greenish ink begins to fill the water around you, and all the guards are going, it's polluting the water, it's polluting the water, get it out of here, we need to kill this thing now. And you see more guards starting to run all of the mills at the base of the water along the riverbed stop turning as bells start to ring as this monster inks. So as you see people run out and you make it out to the dock, you see that Dragonborn from the tavern also running to the front line. And on the same turn as you threw the fireball, she gets up on like a box. She stands up. This big, huge sapphire Dragonborn starts to weave and create some ice magic between her hands and shoots it down towards the water, trying to freeze up the plagued water where the ink is. We're gonna go ahead and move to initiative 11, Drell.
Okay, so Drell, obviously still wearing his glasses because they're on tight, haven't flown off or anything, looks over, sees the Goliath girls still on the balcony, kind of like as he's getting like shooken around, he kind of still gives him a nod. And like kind of, it's just this is totally normal. And then Drell says to himself, okay, this is your moment. The horn didn't fucking work. He puts the horn back on his belt and he grabs the giant slayer, and he's gonna make an attack on the arm that is, I guess, what is easier, to hit the arm that is holding me, or one of his elder tentacles that he's like flailing around?
So this thing is so large that for you to miss it, you need to like have the worst luck in the world. You were trying to penetrate its natural armor.
Oh, and then bonus action, I would like to go into rage.
Yeah, that's pretty fair, right? I would say that you.
Oh my god, okay, I'm pissed. You took me away from my beer, and now you're trying to pollute the water that makes it. You fuckface. Fuck, dude, that is a 10 to hit.
Oh, you cannot get enough oomph to break through its slimy skin.
That son of a bitch. And it's only making me even more mad, so I'm going to take another attack at it.
Okay.
And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That breaks through as you slash at this thing.
Bad. 16 damage on the first attack. Or second attack, technically, since I missed. And then I would like to, guess what? Of course, I'm going to go into an action surge.
Go into an action surge?
Yeah, I'm going to action surge. And take 2 more attacks. So that is a 26 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
That's 26 damage on the third attack. I'm like, see, you fucked with the wrong person. And then my final attack is an 11.
This thing is flailing around. Every time you're doing damage to it, it's hurting bad. As you're seeing that you're fucking up the tentacle that you're on. On your last attack, you're like, you messed with the wrong guy. And he like whiplashes you, and that's what causes you to miss. Is at the end of your turn.
That is the end of my turn.
We're gonna move on to the giant squid thing. As you're slashing at it, you look down into the water and you see its giant red eye. One of its red eyes shift towards you, and now it seems focused on you for a minute, and then it looks back as more arrows start to go into the water. It is going to make a multi-attack here as it looks to the docks above it, as it tries to grab more people. And then as the tentacles rise up and wriggle towards the skies, you see but a cloud form for a brief moment as lightning strikes the guards on the dock.
What? What?
Minnis, please make me a dexterity saving throw.
I didn't dash last round. I'm not on the docks yet, right?
Are you on the docks?
One more regular movement and I think I'm on the docks. I'm just checking because you said 2 dashes to get on the docks.
No, you'll actually be out of it. No, you won't be in range.
Yes.
There you go.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So this thing summons a cloud of lightning and strikes at all the guards at the edge of the dock.
I mean, I'm not happy for the guards, but
As all these guards wearing metal armor do not see this attack coming and are all struck with fatal lightning damage, each receiving 21 points of damage as a handful of guards just get zapped, burnt, and fall. As the Dragonborn looks over, casting this ice spell, looks down and looks at the horrors around her and begins to cast another spell. It's for its second attack. It is going to fling Drell.
what?
Drell, you are already grappled, and it is going to fling you. Roll me a D4.
Easy.
1 is south, 2 is east, 3 is west, 4 is north.
Got a 2.
You are flung westward 120 feet into the water.
This is comical.
You are flung as it goes whoosh and flings you, and because it is being attacked and it's just like doing so many things at once, it just randomly throws you in the west into the water as you land directly in the middle of the giant's footbath.
See, I knew it didn't want to fight me.
As a massive splash from Drell's giant glutes is seen from the dockside.
The splash heard around the world.
He's in metal armor. Does he like skip along the water?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, you skip like a rock. Armos, we're gonna move to initiative 3.
All right, well, I'm still inside running, and I want to full move. Well, just regular move, and I'm outside. Can I see the tentacle?
Once you are outside, you can see it like up in the sky, yeah, like in between buildings and stuff like that from where you are. If you want to get to the dock, you'll have to use the dash action.
Nope. I just want to move just to be able to at least see it.
You can definitely see it from where you are. This thing is massive.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell. I'm going to hex it. It'll have disadvantage on ability checks for dexterity saving throws.
So wait, okay, I'm sorry. What are you doing again? What does it do?
Okay, so anytime I hit it, I get to roll an extra d6, and it does necrotic damage. And then the target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability. So I was gonna say dexterity. It's pretty cool.
You hex this. You go bitty boo, and a dark cloud summons over the kraken. Well, it's not a kraken. It's actually a giant squid. I'm sorry. A dark cloud summons over the squid and goes as it gets hexed.
All right. So then I'll Eldritch Blast it if I can see it. So that's two swings at it. Here we go.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a hit twice, and then we'll calculate damage after.
Okay, that was a 22 to hit for the first one, and the next is a 12.
The second one does not hit.
Oh.
Well, the second one doesn't break its skin. It's massive.
Okay. So we'll roll the first one. The first one is an 11 plus
Nice.
a 6.
D6.
Woo. So 16 damage
Nice.
total. Woo.
This tentacle that you guys have been like blowing up looks really messed up as some of his flesh starts to go off. The second Eldritch Blast goes and he binks off one of the other tentacles as it doesn't penetrate its slimy skin. We're gonna go back to the top of the round, which is initiative 12 minutes.
Yes, so I take the rest of my movement to get to the docks finally. And who's at the docks casting spells? I forget.
The Sapphire Dragonborn that was in the tavern, the person that gave you the room key.
Oh, yes.
Your girlfriend. Ooh.
That Minnis has no idea about anything.
No, clueless.
happening.
Absolutely clueless.
Absolutely clueless. I never got her name either.
Oh, she got yours.
Oh, hey, you're the receptionist from up front, aren't you?
She looks at you and she's like super focused on what's going on. She realizes it's you. She looks at you and smiles. And she goes, Hera, and goes back to what she's doing.
All right, Para, let's take care of business. Watch this. And I throw another little fireball. this big old tentacle monster.
So now it has disadvantage on that, right?
Yeah, on dexterity. Yep.
Oh my god.
30 damage.
Or yeah, it's gonna take that full damage.
Nice. I like it. I like it so much.
Right? See? Now you know. Now you know.
The
Gets
tentacle
addictive.
the tentacle is what you hit is now burning as it quickly retracts into the water.
And then still clueless, Minnis is gonna look over at Para and be like, all right, don't worry, you're gonna be fine, and cast Sanctuary on Para. So I'm warding the creature.
What does Sanctuary do?
So I ward a creature within range until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, they have to choose another target or lose that spell or attack.
Para, as she's like casting a spell, this ice spell into the water, her sapphire cheeks turn a little bit of ruby as she looks at you.
Hang tight, Para. I'll take care of this. That's the end of my turn.
You continue to hear her chanting. We're gonna go to initiative 5, and as the fireball forces the beast to retract its tentacles, you are going to see.
Why did it go right to 5?
I lied. It went to initiative 11. Drell, who's in the middle of the water.
Someone throw me like a buoy or something.
A buoy.
There wasn't like a lot of swimming that we did up on the fucking mountain. And then I guess like I'm just gonna spend my turn moving. So like, what is the swimming mechanic again?
You move half you have 30 feet, right?
Okay, yeah. So if I dash action, it just moves me 30 feet.
One movement of swimming takes up 2 feet, so you move half your movement with 30
Yeah.
feet.
All right. Then I just dash action swim. That is the end of my turn.
We're gonna move to the beast's turn as it begins to wriggle in pain and subsides all of its tentacles after that vicious fireball, receiving 30 damage. As the burning tentacle goes into the water, as it attempts to cool itself off, it is going to move as massive waves begin to surround it. From what you can guess from the waves is that it's fleeing. Drell, you look down and this thing is right below you.
What?
This thing has a lot of movement.
Watch that thing use 3 mushrooms on the course. My God. Good thing I have a blue shell.
We're gonna move to initiative 3, Armos.
So now that I do another movement, am I at the docks now that I can see the water, or am I still
so
like in the city?
No, you are with that movement. You are now at the dock.
Cool.
And you can see Minnis next to Para, the Sapphire Dragonborn.
All right.
Who looks like she's trying to cleanse the water with her magic.
So I see the tentacle on fire as it retracts, and as I finally get up to the point where I'll finally get to see what this tentacle is attached to, I lean over the kind of railing and look down, and it's gone. And just absolutely disappointed, with my hands on fire, ready to just cast the biggest, baddest spells that I could. I'm kind of deflated a little, angrily looking around, looking where this thing might be. And I don't see it at all, correct? Like there's no sign of it.
Underwater, yeah. So you know that this lake goes really deep.
I just realized something. Okay. I'm gonna cast True Strike as I wait for it to reemerge. So that'll be the end of my turn.
Solid.
So
solid.
I'm sitting there just waiting for something to happen.
Armos, people shit on True Strike, but not you. You don't sleep on True Strike.
I was literally just thinking this as you said it. So many people shit on it.
Yeah.
You're a believer. And we're gonna go back up to initiative 12. Minnis.
I don't have anything that could help Drell, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you casted it on your girlfriend. It's fine.
What, Drell? I can't hear you from over there. I just hear mumbling.
You still haven't thrown me a buoy. Or a noodle or something.
A pool noodle.
I did see it swim away. I can't. It's submerged underwater though.
Right, you don't have a visual on it. You can see where it's going because of the waves it's creating, but you cannot. No, you don't have a visual.
I will hold an action to throw another fireball at it if it submerges within range. I suppose. I'm just holding fast. Minnis is like,
you're gonna take an action here to wait, and you get ready in action. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. So now we're gonna go to initiative 11. Drell, you are in the middle of the water, and this thing is below you as it's moving. It looks like it's moving past you.
It looks like it's just ignoring me.
You don't know its attention. What you do see is a large squid that's swimming under you. You do notice that this thing looks decrepit. Not like from what you were hurting it. It looks mutated. Some of the scales don't. You get the feeling that it's under the same effects as like those wolves you fought. This doesn't look like a normal octopus to you.
There's no way to like, since it's underwater, I can't really do anything, right?
You? No, I don't think you have anything in your kit other than your horn to really affect this thing. Like, from how deep it is and how fast it's moving, and with you attacking, like, you could try to attack it, you'll have disadvantage because you're swinging in the water.
There's nothing more than I love attacking with disadvantage. Sure, why not? I don't. It'll do more damage than the fucking horn. So, as it's like swimming under me, and I'm like, where the fuck do you think you're going? And I like just try to chop through the water and try to see if I can hit it.
Go ahead and roll with disadvantage as you're swinging in the water.
Okay. 13 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Ooh, second one.
Oh my.
Second one is a 22 to hit.
That's awesome. Yeah, roll for damage.
That's sigh.
Wow.
I always need a calculator when I attack with this thing.
Wait, my weapons do a lot of damage. I need third-party apps to help me do all this damage.
27 to hit.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's going to use a legendary action on your ass. That's just too much damage to ignore. As you slash across this thing, you see this thing swim under you, and you pretty much go underwater and just thrust your giant slayer down as it swims across and gashes across the back, as it will not ignore that much damage, and it will make a legendary action to make 2 tentacle attacks at you. 1v1, and you're gonna have to make me a contested strength check of a DC 20.
I got a 24.
You do not get grappled as this thing hits you. You're gonna take 15 points of damage on that attack as it goes to hit you again.
Is that half?
It's bludgeoning damage. So are you resistant to you're resistant to bludgeoning damage, right? You're raging. Yeah, so that is half. Yeah. And you take another tentacle attack. It rolled a 27 to hit, and make me another strength check here.
Easy. 12.
You get grappled again as you are now being pulled along while it's moving. You're gonna take 10 points of damage as this thing hits you with a tentacle and grabs you. So it's gonna go to the octopus's turn, and now the octopus is going to use fling. It's going to move. It's going to move 50 feet forward, and now it is going to fling. And I'm just gonna roll to see how far it flings you. It flings you 150 feet. Oh, yeah, I'm 100% doing this. Okay, so it's going to fling you 150 feet upwards as it tries to get away from you. And you fly through the air westward as you soar through the sky, your cheeks wiggling in the air, and you land on the first giant step on the ledge, taking...
I land on my feet.
Because you didn't fall 120 feet, you're just going to take 1d6 worth of damage here. Because, like, he flung you over a cliff. You're going to take 5 points of damage as you land on the cliff's edge across the giant's foot bath lake next to a waterfall as this thing swims away.
Oh, wait. Did it come out of the water as it did that, though?
Its tentacle is shown. So, yes, you can take your ready action at it.
I would like to take my fireball.
You want to take your fireball attack? Sure.
Because I had it ready, so.
Yeah, no, you absolutely did. I just forgot about it. So as this thing flings Drell, as this tentacle reveals itself to fling him, Minnis, he trips your attack as you chuck a fireball at him.
Is there a chance, or no?
to what? Kill him?
Kill him, or I don't know.
I don't know.
Wait, I'm also confused. It moved 50 feet, then threw me. How is it moving more?
I'm ending the encounter here because it's so far away. So this is more of a cinematic.
Well, not
choice.
for me.
You're up on a. You know what? That's very true.
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's not
right. Yeah.
It's not far enough. It might be far, but not far enough.
All right, here comes a fireball.
Yeah. You should go ahead and launch the fireball as the tentacle reveals itself for a moment.
Give me that disadvantage dexterity check.
Oh, the first one's an 18. The second one is a 13.
Fails. 27 damage.
Ooh. Close. That was a good amount of damage. It is going to well, that's the end of its turn. Yeah, so flung Drell. Drell, you are roughly 200, so you are on this ledge and you're about 200 feet above the water. We're gonna go to initiative 3, Armos.
Which, by the way, Armos, you're next to me now.
Yeah, I'm still charging my lasers. And I see Minnis chuck a fireball and see it land and hit the thing. And I see it kind of swim off into the distance like, well, I'm gonna go find a boat, try to save this, try to save Drell. Because there's no other way across, right? I don't see a bridge. I don't see
you don't see
nothing
any
else,
way
right?
of cross. No.
Hey, Minnis, maybe you ask your friend. Maybe she knows somebody with a boat.
Who? Oh, Para? This one?
Yeah.
I will ask her when the battle is finished.
Okay.
I think there's still a chance. Drell!
This is a fun battle. I'm loving it.
Well, Para, if you got a boat that we can go and help.
She's speaking in dragon tongues and she looks at you and she gives you like a nod. She goes,
yeah.
And she's
look like you're
continuing to
busy.
cleanse the water. A little bit.
Yep. Okay. I'll go do this. I just fuck right off and try to go find a boat.
My turn, by the way, is yelling Drell.
Okay.
When we get to back to the top of the round.
At the top of the round, it goes to Minnis. Minnis yells into the wind. We're gonna move to initiative 11.
If I roll a nat 20 right now, will you give Drell advantage on whatever he does next?
No,
because of my yell. Damn it!
I don't think he needs the help. To be honest with you, I'm not. Drell, I already know what you're gonna try to do. Just fucking, you can go for it. You don't see it as you are knocked prone and you are on this ledge.
Okay, so I spend half my movement getting up.
The wind blows between your bald head as you look down your sunglasses.
I bet I look fucking cool to everyone else right now. Being above this thing. I tightened my ninja bandana. I also, because you said it's completely underwater, right?
It is underwater. You do not have a visual.
Okay. But I know where it was last seen because its arm was hit by a fireball, right?
You have a good idea where it is. If you're going to try to jump down and attack it Zelda style, you're going to have to roll a disadvantage as you are guessing where it is.
So you're saying, but because the giant slayer I have, it has disadvantage. But what if I have a weapon in my inventory that I don't have disadvantage underwater?
This is more of whether you can see it or not is where I'm coming from, but I'm open to suggestions. What do you got for me?
So I pull out Drell's bag of magical tricks, and I tuck away my dragon slayer.
Oh God!
And I pull out my trident.
Oh my God!
And I say, it's time to make this calamari a kebab. And I drop straight down into the water where the squid was last seen.
Oh.
And I try to pierce it with my trident.
Fucking trident from the random dragon loot table.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Do you straight up swan dive
Yeah.
Oh,
like a bullet?
My God. Oh my God.
I say it's time.
Oh, I'm crying. I'm like crying.
How do you have so much water shit? I just don't understand.
What's the name of the item again? Trident of what?
One trident of fish. Dominate beasts. It says dominate
Trident of
beasts.
fish command. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, give me 1 second here.
Can he dominate the thing and make it swim up to the...
Oh, that's true. But no, he needs to just make the attack. This is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
He said it's really fucking hurt. And he's raging.
Roll to hit. Yes! And if you hit and do damage,
Okay.
I mean, you're Drell. You might actually fucking kill this thing. If you don't kill it, you can cast Dominate Beast on it, and it can try to dominate the beast.
Bring it to the surface.
Trident of Fish Command, and it's a giant fish, and I totally forgot about this fucking weapon. Oh my god, how did I fucking forget this? I made a water counter on it.
That's
This thing has a
16 to
CR of 14. By the way,
16 to hit.
It's a 16 to hit. Now I don't have the damage on it. Is it the damage of a normal trident?
Yeah.
yes.
Oh my god.
Plus your strength, plus your rage. And then you get another attack now that you're in the water. Because you're a fighter.
It's 10 damage.
Drell, you slam down from cliffside with your cool quote as you slam into the head of the giant weird squid. Drell finish.
Yeah.
No way, dude.
So like I said, I tighten the bandana. I make sure the glasses look fucking sick. I swan dive into the air or into the water with like trident first. I pierce the skull of the squid. I somehow, I stir it around to then control the squid. I ride it all the way back over to where Minnis is, and I just hop off of it and leave it dead on the shore.
I knew you could do it, Drell. Predator handshake.
I told you guys, it's pretty rad.
Minnis, you gotta write that one down for Drell. He gets that one.
Clearly.
Fuck you. Fuck you. This thing has a CR of 14. It is a...
Fucking great.
I took the stat block of a juvenile kraken.
Odds were ever stacked against us, too. That, like, what just happened was absolutely, like, piece by piece, every little move mattered till that last final blow, Holy crap.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, you ride it over, all cool, great, wonderful, grand. You make it back at the dock. I don't even care if that's physically possible. You make it back at the dock, rule of cool. You flourish your trident, and the three of you are out of combat.
You know what, Drell? Minnis and me got your room for you.
We prepaid for that attack.
Yeah.
I don't know, boys. It sounds like it's gonna be free.
Oh.
That was wonderful.
I take off my sanctuary spell from Para. Looks like we're safe now, Para. You're good to go.
Yeah, Para, the room's comp now, right? And I look at the squid.
Tony can't even get into character right now.
No,
He's still
I'm
just baffled.
so out of it. This is fucking dumb. As you ride back to shore on the dead squid flailing from your fatal trident attack.
Yeah, I do want to know it is dead, but I'm using the trident to like control its brain synapses to like, I'm like steering it like as I like glide across the water on it like fucking Aquaman or some shit.
The charge from Dominate Beast controls this undead squid for but a moment. You make it back to shore with some Rick and Morty Mickey Mouse bullshit. That's how you get back. I don't fucking have an explanation.
Exactly.
And you ride it back and you get back on the dock as the octopus is washed ashore, bleeding out. And you see people rushing, fishermen grunting, departing from the dock, heading towards the massive beast as they try to pull it ashore, and taking a look at this thing. The three of you are on the dock, and Para continues to cast her spell, speaking in dragonborn tongue, and cleanses the water from the ink and the blood, dusts her hands off, and walks over to you three, and has a genuinely surprised look on her face.
Yeah, so a Minotaur and a Tiefling walk into a bar.
And a Goliath walks in
And they're
on
cool.
a squid.
The worst fucking part is I have to praise you in character now. That's the worst fucking part. I feel so used. I feel used. Para looks at the three of you and is genuinely surprised and starts congratulating you three and goes, wow, you know, the beast has been plaguing us for a number of days now, and people started coming here to look at the monster, and we've been trying our best to keep it on the wraps. But how did what are the three of you here to fight this thing?
Oh, this is actually just our vacation.
We were sent by God.
I mean that.
Yeah, this is just what we do.
She goes over and starts shaking your hands, and she shakes Drell's hand, she shakes Armos' hand, and she hugs Minnis. And she goes, thank you so much. And she whispers in your ear to be like, I felt very protected. And then releases you.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Drell, do you see this? Check this out. You're gonna want to watch this.
The room is comped, right? Like that. I wasn't kidding.
The room is comped. Drinks are on me.
Woo!
I'll take the gold. Don't worry about it.
No.
Hand it to me.
She comps your room, and she goes, well, I'm just going to go check out what this thing is, because I've never seen anything like it in my days. So she turns and she walks off, and she starts to walk towards the bank of the water where the fishermen have brought this to shore, and it looked like they're starting to drag it towards town. And it looked like they're getting ready to display it as like people are cheering that this thing is dead. And the people that are dragging it are workers, and you can tell that they live in this town. What would you guys like to do?
Is Paris still in earshot?
She's walking away. If you want to say something to her, you can.
Yeah, let them know the Bloodshard Bandits did this.
I don't know if I dropped the B word around here.
Oh yeah, it's true. Just let them know Minnis and Drell did this. Keep my name out of it.
You look, the three of you are like
Bastard.
talking to each other, and you see Reginald from the room. Like, he never left the balcony because he just doesn't want to be near the water. He goes, you guys did great. I didn't even have to coach you on this one. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. And you see that he took a large hunk of meat from the snack bar in the hotel room that cost a lot of money. You guys did so good. I'm so proud of you guys. What do the three of you like to do?
Inspecting the
Yes,
octopus.
I want to check it for magic, loot, all those things.
Yeah, see what it's got stuck in its tentacles.
Yeah, is there another
absolutely.
trident in there? Maybe there's another trident. Joe might need a new one.
The three of you, so you see that they're bringing it into town, and some of the guards are setting up like a fisherman's trophy where like they would hang giant trophy fish from. They're setting one of these things up to display the squid, and a bunch of people are dragging it. You would say like there's a good like 40, 50 people managing to pull this thing as they rig it up to rope, and they start to string it up. And the tentacles are so large that the head barely lifts off the ground before it gets to the top of the contraption, and this thing's taking up the whole town square, and they're starting to coil it up. Everyone give me an investigation check.
It's a nat 20.
Oh,
Wow.
we'll go.
I do have -1, so I don't know how that works.
DND1 says it's an automatic success, so we'll go for that. Plus, it just saves us time.
I got an 18.
18?
I
Minnis,
got
what
a
did you get?
7.
Nothing gets past you, Minnis. As they string this thing up, you're starting to observe it. This octopus does not look like a baby colossal monster like you would think. Drell, with a natural 20, you know that this thing isn't a kraken. With that being said, you don't even think that this thing would be an offspring of a kraken because it does not have any of the features that a kraken would have. Its eyes are bloodshot red. Its skin and scales are inconsistent. This thing looks mutated. It looks like a normal octopus that has gone under some serious mutations. It smells foul. It smells... Minnis, you would know this because of your newfound clerical abilities, that this thing is undead. And as it lays there out of the water, strung up, it starts to fade, similar to the wolves that you fought a couple of days ago.
Like just completely dissipating?
It's starting to dissolve very slowly. It's like melting. It's like fizzing, dissolve. And it doesn't like just like, oh, poof, it's gone. It's like melting, and like its body parts are like falling on the floor, and it's like decomposing like a dead body would, but rapidly. And you see people like trying to get more information out of it. And
It's like Master Yoda, kind of just slowly fades.
Everybody give me a insight check.
18.
We got a 24.
17.
Off to the side, you see like everybody's cheering, everybody's happy, and then like some people are concerned. Minnis and Armos, there are about 2 to 3 people in a group, and they're like in the middle of that group, and they don't look amused as they're just observing. Something seems off about them.
How far away are they?
They're a good amount, like there's a large crowd, so you would have to like start making movement towards them. They're about 30 to 40 feet away from you.
All right.
Minnis, what you get is that these two humans look at each other, and they kind of they share a look.
What was the other one?
A half elf, and one of them nods his head from side to side, and then they turn to each other and then they walk away.
Absolutely not. When I see them talking to one another, I misty step behind them and listen in to what they say.
Poof! You misty step, and you misty step right behind them as they go to turn to walk away.
You're doing something?
I just got, I'm just gonna make a check to see if they notice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty stealthy with my hood. I put my hood up, so I'm in stealth.
Oh shit! Stealth mode.
Okay, so the 2 humans are walking together, and the elves, the half elf.
The 3 of them are together. Yeah, they all shared a look with each other, and they started walking away. To your knowledge, they didn't look behind them when they started walking away, so you are behind them.
All right, I want to follow them until they're in a less, or give them a little bit of distance, I guess, but like follow them until I get an idea where they're going to.
Armos, that was really good back there, Armos. And I go to pat him on the back, and he disappears.
You don't notice that you appeared behind them as they start to walk away. You follow them at a distance. I need you to make me a stealth check.
Yeah, stealth. 14.
Plus your bandana.
Ooh.
It's +5, I think.
It is +5. So yeah, 19. Yeah, that passes. So you follow them stealthily. You're blending in the crowd, Assassin's Creed style. You wait for them to turn around the corner as more people start to flood, and now they stick out a little bit more. This is the only 3 people that are not running towards the commotion, and they look like they live here. They're dressed up like fishermen. They turn an alley, and you follow them. And then 2 of them break off, and then 1 goes into a house. The other 2 walk down, and they both separate to 2 separate houses. The houses are more like apartments. You could tell this is probably a common living quarter. So this place is built like a vacation spot. So any of the places where the workers who live here year round wouldn't be out in the main area. All these living quarters would be like, out of the way. So that's why they went into an alley and they went into their own doors. But you get the vibe that this is a living area, a living space. They just happen to go their own separate way after you followed them for some time.
Gotcha.
You could definitely recall where they are if you needed to come back.
All right, and we're still in the same area. Like we're in the same division. We're not in like Buzz.
No, everything's in Lurk's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I swear, Drell, he was just here, and then poof, he's gone. Maybe they got him. Maybe they finally got him.
Guys, I'm right here.
oh, you're okay.
Oh, fuck.
I hug Armos. I squeeze him.
There's 3 people. I don't know. I got a bad feeling about them, and I followed them. And I know where they live, and we may have to ask questions about them later. But let's go figure out what's going on with this squid and see if we get some... I don't know.
Oh, it's gone now, and I point over to the ashes.
Yeah, this thing is like half dissolved, and people are like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have brought it into the city.
Well,
Para is shaking her head. It is officially nighttime. Between all the commotion and action, you did this amazing battle in the sunset, which makes it even more rad. It is officially nighttime. Some of the guards and fishermen that have brought this giant squid up are now starting to remove it as it's starting to make more of a mess than they originally imagined.
Well, drinks are on Para, so I think we're just going to have a good night of drinking before our tour tomorrow. What do you say, gentlemen?
Hell yeah.
I think we earned that mini bar that's up there, so hey.
Yeah, Reginald better not eat everything. I'm gonna be pissed.
Oh, he did.
Oh, there's that pudding right there. Oh, everybody gets a cheat day. That's what Drell told me. Everyone gets a cheat day. Pudding, the chips. Oh, Salt and vinegar. Oh, I love this combination. What a weird combination of flavors, but it works so well.
Salty and sweet.
Oh,
It's all about the glycemic index.
I tug on Drell's just like shirt or something. Like, hey, Drell, I don't really understand what's happening, but that lady over there, the one that looks kind of like you, she's big and tall like you, she's winking at you.
What?
You see that? You see that Goliath lady over there?
Goliath in a swimsuit flexing at you, Drell.
Oh my god. I never thought I'd see perfection in my life.
Why is she doing that, Drell? I don't understand.
It's the dance of our people, Minnis. You just wouldn't get it.
I got an idea. You should go tell her about your glutes. I'm telling you, it's gonna work.
I don't have to tell her anything. And I turn around and just start flexing my ass at her. It's unspoken language. You guys just wouldn't understand.
Oh,
Is this a mating dance with your people, or what are we doing here? And me and Minnis kind of like back out of the way, and we feel the energy in between you two.
right.
Just feeling a little awkward.
After, I'm not going to make you roll a charisma check of any kind because she just watched you slay a squid with a trident and ride it into town. Feel free at any time to fade to black, my friend. Minnis Armos, what are you two doing?
I'm writing this down in my journal, what's happening. And as I'm writing this down, I do find the piece of paper that Para gave me. What's on it?
You get to the page. Oh, hold on. You get to the page, and it has directions to your room, but it also underneath it, written in cursive, it says room 401, and it says knock 3 times, and it has like dots, like a musical rhythm, like on how she wants you to knock, like a boom, 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 boom. You know, one of those.
Oh my gosh. Armos. Do you think she's working with Duncan? Maybe she has information. And I show him the note.
You really need to go check it out tonight. You're right. Ask her all the questions.
I bring out my magnifying glass. I'm like, Armos, I'm on the case. I scamper away.
Oh my gosh.
That's the end of my story for the night, I think.
I was about to say, yeah.
So the three of you clean yourself off. Drell begins to flex off into the sunset with this Goliath woman as they are.
What's her name?
That's very important.
Yeah, I have to know your name, you know what I'm saying?
Ephrosinia.
I'm gonna call you E.
As long as I can call you tomorrow. And she flexes more. Hey!
Oh.
As Drell begins to flex with Ephrosinia, Minnis and Armos go back to the room to clean themselves off. And that's when Minnis sees this note left by Para when she gave him room directions. Things start to settle down and people are starting to return to the tavern as it gets a little bit later into the night. And you notice that Para is no longer at the bar. Somebody is taking her spot, and you think this is a good opportunity to go to the room.
To investigate.
As you get to the room, which is not too far from your room, you knock on the door.
With a magnifying glass and my journal at the ready.
With the magnifying glass, and as the door cracks open, you see this beautiful, lavish room, and in front of you is a sapphire dragonborn wearing a silk dress, and she pulls you in, and that is where we're gonna end this week's session.
I think Minnis has been kidnapped.
Oh my god. Oh my
this
goodness.
Asexual Minotaur is about to have a problem.
We're keeping it PG-13, don't worry. Don't worry, not this.
Oh my god.
For those of you that didn't know, and this is why Tony and I are laughing, we're all laughing so much, as we've talked about this. I don't know if we've talked about it on the podcast, but I wrote Minnis as asexual, so that's just not in his repertoire, you know?
Oh, it's just so funny.
Great.
Oh my god. These past 2 episodes were incredible.
We were on one. Like, every single one of us just absolutely on it.
I
It's great.
prepped so long today. You don't understand. Between working and taking care of my child, I prepped so long. I didn't use any of the material. Like, I have reference material that I have. Like, all this stuff was planned. I didn't just fucking make this out. This didn't fly out of my asshole completely.
You didn't pull tentacles out of your ass?
But the session that I had planned today was not the session we did. So
that's D&D, dude.
It's like herding cats over here, you know? It's like, hey, let's go to this mine. Oh, wait, there's a big giant something. We gotta go. We gotta go.
You guys have learned a lot, especially in the last 2 episodes. Whew.
Wait, did we end that episode by leveling up?
Yes, you guys are now level 8.
Yes!
Oh, let's go.
Especially after that drop. Like, come on.
Oh my God.
That had to be, right? It had to be a level up.
Armos
Absolutely.
is so strong now. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Wait till you see what Minnis can do after this.
So mad to kill the fucking... You guys were not supposed to kill that. It was not...
Oh my God, dude.
Stuff
over
is getting rewritten
200
as we
health.
speak.
Yeah. It's not getting rewritten, but it is altering.
I have things to say about it, but we'll talk about it in the after show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like that we have to have an after
We
show
have
for
to.
this.
I really want sushi now, though. I really want sushi now. I don't know why.
Calamari, dude. I love calamari.
I'm with you. Calamari's so good.
Galmad.
So good.
Amazing.
If you're new to our after shows, we talk a lot about food.
do.
Somehow we always end up talking about food.
Well, that's it for this episode, session 43. We hope everyone had a great time, and we'll see you next week. Say goodbye, everybody.
Adios.
Bye.
Later.
Later.
Now it's time to thank our Patreon supporters, starting with the Sidja College alumni. First up is Ulrich Shieldust, who's just created the Chet Foundation to help teach inner city kids how to play music. Between that and his smithing work, Ulrich hasn't had time to do much else. However, he was approached by a giant snake recently who seemed lost. It slithered up to Ulrich with nothing but a crude drawing of a boulder, a hunk of ivory, and village houses. He didn't know what that snake wanted, but fit him with a nice metal helmet. Artemis, head RA of the Alchemist Dormitory, has been awarded Employee of the Month over at the Sidja College. He has broken various records such as longest time gone without accidents and most students disciplined within their first month of work. Artemis is dealing with some controversy, however, after a reporter published statements from various students saying things like, "The new RA threatened to break my kneecaps if I was caught out after curfew again." But that's probably nothing more than libel. Do you know what Alara Dawnstar is doing right now? Neither do we, because monks of the astral cranes of the Copper Mountains ain't no snitches. Rumors have made it around that she is one of the most powerful monks in her division, at her age, in her weight class on this side of the mountain. Someone told me recently they saw Alara riding a 4-headed hydra in the Kambuki Isles, but that can't be true. That multi-headed hydra is nothing more than a story told to scare children. Right? Marcus Rico, shameful alumni of the Sidja College, was caught stealing candy from a baby. Again. Lord Baron has sent many guards after the man and has promised mothers all over that their candy will remain safe moving forward. But Marcus Sweet Tooth knows no bounds. What will he get up to next? And now it's time for Humbrea's heroes. Alex Dredd is still searching for that Hydra, but got sidetracked helping 20 grandmothers cross a busy road. What a noble guy. Man with Glass has decided to represent himself in the upcoming trial after stealing alchemy supplies from the Sidja College. Perhaps he should plead psychic damage. Pascal Elliott, aka Charcoal Darts, was almost finished with her mural in the city of Dillmore, but requested 2 more weeks to get Trace Buge's armor just right. That'll do it this week for our Patreon subscribers. If you'd like to hear your name shouted out here with your own unique little story, why don't you go on over to patreon.com/DND404 and join the crew. See you next time, everybody.